If a girl touch me, me nah say me nah me that.
Tell when you are buying you, be more careful, do you can find
Stay connected all day, every day. WhatsApp us anytime. 727-4474. The Wave, 94.5 and 93.7 FM.
Good morning to you once again. Just about 7 minutes past 9, and we're inside of Youth Canvas. So you know, those headphones, boo. Those headphones. That's what happened there. So you know, Mr. Mizewab is in here with us today.
I think I'll take off those headphones this morning because they're a bit too powerful.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Good morning to you, Alens.
Good morning, Roma, and good morning to all the listeners who are tuned into the Wave this morning for Youth Canvas. And we have our guest with us this morning, and we will have Desray, our other co-host, who will be coming through in a while.
Yes, she will be. How was your week? How was your week?
Well, I must say, last Saturday, Desray and Jai and I were rejoicing that they might not have school on Monday because I didn't have school.
Which Monday?
Monday 11th, yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't have school the Tuesday, so it was really nice. I got some days off in the house and thing and whatnot. I got to finish some Netflix series and.
Pause. Did you just tell me it was really nice?
Yeah, it was
because
really nice.
To me, like last week when I said hopefully you're not going to have school, you come and tell me something about you must like school.
Well, people's mind change. I think.
No, you still like school. You still like school.
You could say that, yes.
But you were thankful for the 2 days.
Yeah, I was really thankful for it. Yeah, man. I was in the.
What Netflix series are you watching?
Well, the one I'm watching now is Dynasty. Yeah, I've been recapping a lot of Adam Sandler movies too.
That's 16 plus.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, I've been finishing up, but my sister is taking over the entire Netflix series, so she's just fooling my list with her horror movies.
Don't put on blast. Don't do that.
Don't put up, but I watch horror movies, but it has to be funny. But she's just singing with Piranha, not drinking anything on my Netflix. Don't do me that, man. Don't do me that.
But you had a good week.
I had a good week,
and you were happy to be back at school on
Wednesday. because all throughout the week, teachers just bombarded us with work. The teachers were sick. I was really worried about my teachers.
I saw all the updates.
Yeah,
you were worried about the firefighters too?
All about them too. I went to school and I saw some of my teachers were still pale. They were sick. They said, they were coughing and thing and whatnot. Teachers said, let me tell you, the teachers did the best. I love my teachers.
Alens, you kill me.
I love my teachers.
You kill me. Let's say good morning to Rahym, who's our guest here, and just in a little bit you're going to find out all the big things and the great things that Rahym does. How are you doing, Rahym?
First of all, let me say thank you for NSC for having me and also the Wave, and I'm doing well.
That's good to hear. Now, I got a bit of warning this morning, when I asked about Rahym. So tell me about Rahym. And let me tell you, Rahym, your friends, they have good things to say about you. So I was impressed by the long list of things. Rahym is this.
I think you haven't heard from me as yet.
Does this? He does say. Don't even join us. He does say. Rahym does this and Rahym does that. But they also said Rahym can talk Alens and Rahym in one place. Borges, I also heard that.
I'm not surprised they would say that
about us. Just sabotaging because I think they look at us as the Prime Minister of St.Lucia and the leader of the opposition, sitting in the parliament and battling.
Which is weird.
I don't even know yet. Maybe, but 5 years, one time he would be Prime Minister, then the people of St.Lucia would vote him out, and then as leader of the opposition, I'm there in the Prime Minister's seat one day, and he'll be as leader of the opposition. So you don't know yet.
Rahym, you agree? Is there that type of rivalry? Sometimes
we differ on policy, but I believe what is the similarity between us is that we both have a vision for St. Lucia. We both believe that St. Lucia can be way better than it is, but the only difference is that the way that we see it happening or our methods of making it better. So we do differ, but in many aspects.
Rahym can just my team. Why say lay back? Who say flag? So we will always differ.
Oh gosh!
So,
Oh gosh! I was not
ready for
expecting.
that.
No, was I?
But
No,
I have
was I?
never disclosed my political
Affiliations.
affiliations with Alens.
that's true. That's very true.
So he's just putting that out
We
there.
all know which side of the fence he
You
stands.
from the land
And I
of
would
flowers.
and I would understand because he likes to poke holes, so he might just be the opposition.
Maybe.
Oh boy, I was not ready. I was not ready. That just excited me for today's show. It tells me that we're going to have some really interesting discussion.
Conversation.
But
Oh, yes.
how was your week, Rahym? How was the week for you?
Well, I was a bit under the weather, so I guess it was a good relief getting to stay home a few days to recuperate. And we just came back from the Wonderland debating competition, so it has been a bit difficult for us because we have a lot of catching up to do because of the work that we've missed. So I mean, that was a good week for my team and I, so we can really get back into the spirit as well as doing a lot of interviews, etc. So it's been a very tiring week, but somebody once told me that you never stop until you're 6 feet under. I guess we never gonna stop the amount of work that we have to do, and Alens likewise at St. Mary's. So I mean, the work never stops. So it has been a very tiring week actually.
Okay.
I can relate.
Of course you can.
yeah.
With the 2 days you had off, you can relate.
I can relate.
And you're
Let me tell you,
Netflixing,
the
you
teachers,
can relate.
the teachers look at me and you'll give me French, physics, geo, one after the other. Hopefully my teachers aren't listening right about now. I mean, they should be busy. I mean, why they want to listen to me?
Recuperating.
Yeah. So, I mean, the teachers had what they had to do and thing and whatnot, and we had our side too. Even the students were sick too, you know.
Yeah.
That Tuesday,
I
students.
think I got that mysterious illness.
Illness as
I
well.
think so. A teacher just told me in tongue, she coughed on me, I got the flu.
Oh
I just
my
don't
goodness.
know
Alens!
what happened.
Alens!
Right after the teacher left
Do
the
you think
meeting, you know.
the students should ask for some compensation as well?
You think so?
Y'all want to be paid to be students too?
Yeah.
I think so.
Give us stipends. I think that's what I'm going to
I mean,
become
we can have a discussion on what the teachers are thinking and whatnot, because it was about the wage negotiations and thing. So I mean, after we take a break and we could just sit and have the discussion on that from the students' perspective, as Rahym is president of the Division of Art, Science and General Studies Students Council. Yeah, and me sitting on the National Students Council and my Students Council at my school, so we can have a discussion on that from the students' perspective and from the public's perspective. That's from you.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm public. No problem. I could do that. You're locked on to the Wave 94.5 and 93.7 FM. We're inside of Youth Canvas. On our return, we're going to hear all about Rahym and all what he does, his very vast portfolio of things.
Honorable member
Rahym. What's your last name?
Joseph.
Honorable member Rahym. No, you can't name. You can't
Honorable
name him
member Joseph.
No, you can't name him. The only time that a member is named in the house is when he's
swearing in.
No, when he's being put to task. So if they're about to remove you from the house, that's the one time I know that.
So it's
that a member is
constituency thing.
I mean,
so you're named by the constituency.
Okay, I learned something new.
When you get into
It's parliamentary
next year,
procedure.
Yeah, so you're doing youth parliament next year.
Most likely.
Yeah, so you'll get it. You've done youth parliament.
No, I have.
He has
you
to.
have not?
He has to. But he's a law student, so he knows.
You're a law student.
Yes, I am.
Right? I should not be telling the people your business, What
Sorry, we'll find out. We'll find out all about Rahym when we return. Keep it locked on to the Wave 94.5
and 93.7 FM.
The Wave 94.5 and 93.7 FM. We are inside of Youth Canvas. Alan's joining us this week. We are expecting Des to come through, and I'm joined by Rahym. James? No? Joseph.
No.
By Rahym. Hey, leave me alone. By Rahym Joseph. And Rahym has an extensive, I've been hearing all the things that Rahym does, and whoa. So just before we get to Rahym, Alens, tell me why Rahym this week?
Wow.
What made you think, Rahym?
Rahym. I mean, wow.
Well, you're opposition. He's prime minister.
I think the reason we brought Rahym here, Rahym is just outstanding to me.
That's what I had for you to say. That, all the wow on the ups you say that you just cannot say these things in front of me. Rahym.
Rahym is an outstanding person to me. He ain't reached the place of role model yet, but he's a very outstanding person. I mean, Rahym has left the college and his name is still there. It's either the cricketers speaking about him, the past teachers, especially Mr. Giraro. Let me big up Mr. Giraro now, who's the head cricket coach, and we have a lot of memories with Mr. Giraro. Like everybody with Mom, everybody who he built a close rapport with, they still mention his name at the school.
So it means that he's
so he left an impact on the school, right? Like Beyonce was saying, I was he, she was here, he was here, you know, on the sands of time at the college. So you know, let me tell you. So
Alens, you're
and I think my relationship with Rahym began when I came to the college, and then his debate coach is my parliamentary rep and quote unquote father kind of thingy. So yeah, and then we got to know each other more and thing and whatnot. And then recently we participated in the Commonwealth Youth Peace Ambassadors Network discourse under the theme for Business Month last year, and Rahym actually came first and I came second.
Nice.
Yeah, and coming to all the meetings, the gatherings and whatnot, we actually fostered it then. Because of him, I got to know a lot of new people. And just wherever Rahym goes, he just has an impact. There is nothing, and I could tell you nothing on my heart. I could tell you Rahym has ever done negatively to me.
Okay, like you gushing. Let's just say it from Rahym right now. So Rahym, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Thank you, Alens.
Yeah.
But oftentimes I get asked that. I always don't know where to start.
Okay,
but I did some soul searching.
Okay.
And I tried to remember where did it all start for Rahym essentially. And I remember in Form 2 actually, or Form 1, one of the years, I was on the court playing football. I don't know what got into me. I'm not a footballer by any means. But I was playing football. Cricketer. Yeah. I was playing football, sweating, running around. One of these days when teachers were not there, etc., close to the end of the semester. And this teacher runs outside. You boy, you make too much noise. They come, let's go. Sweating as ever, I went, of course. And we went to the National Tourism Public Speaking Competition.
I think I know who that teacher is.
And that year, it was being hosted by St.Lucia actually. And Rowan Alfred and Uric Douglas were taking part for St. Mary's College. And as soon as I got to that competition and I listened to these guys, it just blew my mind.
You felt
and
like
from
I want to
that
do that.
day, I said, this is what I want to do. Interestingly enough, though, the year after, I was not eligible for the competition, just like Alens when he came because he wanted to take part because I was too young.
Young man.
So then the competition went on. I practiced throughout the year actually, and then to know that I'm not eligible.
Wow.
The year after, the competition got cancelled and I was in Form 4. And then Form 5 came, and obviously the stresses of CXC, etc. I said, I don't care. I could have 5 exams on that day of the competition. I am going to take part. And essentially that's where it started. It started there, and I took part in the competition. I came second, however, after preparing for so many years by about 2 points.
By 2 points.
I
remember that afternoon, because that afternoon, Rahym, we were at Sanders Grand, and Rahym participated and he sang, and his speech was excellent, and we went against the best debaters around the island and whatnot. And he was on the panel, but I think, in my opinion, Mamili, in my opinion, he had an exam the afternoon because he had CXCs. So the judges had to go outside with him to question him, because there's the question and answer round to give him the question he had to answer. And by that 2 points, I really think that if he was there on that panel, we'd have got that like
it would have been yours.
Yeah, it would have been his, in my opinion.
So adding on Alens, that it was expedited the process, and then I went to do the exam at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, getting there a bit 10 minutes or 15 minutes late. But then what that taught me when I came second after is that you leave nothing to chance. And me taking part and doing the exam after, from that day, I totally believe that anything that can be done, essentially. And it's some persons really, parents especially, have a hard time in allowing their children to multitask, etc., because they believe that one takes away from the other. But I say today that is not the case, because anybody can do both. Because I mean, it's difficult. It's very difficult to balance. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying that if you want it, you can have both ends of the world. You really can.
You're speaking, Rahym, and I'm getting like so excited. Like I could see the future.
That's what I tell you. That's what I tell you. When you
and it's looking bright.
When you sit down with Rahym, like his spirit will just uplift the place. So you just have to share the same spirit with him too. Yeah.
So that's your passion for public speaking, and
Yes.
it's led you to be a part of the national debate team.
Yes. So the Sir Arthur Lewis takes part in the regional competition, the Windward Islands debating competition, that is modeled after the Leeward Island debating competition. And last year, when I got to Sir Arthur, there was this process that they select persons, and I took part in the mock debate actually, and I was selected for that team, the Sir Arthur team, and by extension a national team, and I was the youngest there actually. But the format of the competition does not allow that everybody speaks, because you have to prepare arguments for and against for all topics, and you never know which one you get. So you dip on the day before actually for which side. So you have to prepare, or the team prepares 12 scripts before we travel, and you have to memorize and do all of these things. So the way that it happened is that I was so hell-bent, for use of a better word, on one topic and one side. And that was that there should not be fixed terms for prime ministers in the OECS. We did not get that topic. We dipped and we got the opposite topic, the tourism topic. My friends went, my compatriots actually, and they won. And then we got to the final, and the way that the final is that everybody worked on the final, but I prepared opposition scripts. And then when we got to the finals actually, we got opposition. And then I debated once in the competition, and then I was adjudicated the best speaker of the entire competition.
Nice, I do remember that. Seeing the snaps and the updates.
Yes. So then, and we lost actually. Dominica just cried their way to a win.
Oh boy.
But then, coming into the competition the next year, I was the only person there because I was the only year one. So I had the difficult task of essentially preparing a team for a competition of that caliber. And this year I was ever happy because we got a lot of support. I mean, NSC helped us as well. Desray was part of that process as well. And I believe that if she was not part of 500 organizations, she would have been part of that team. But not taking nothing away from her. But I believe that this year we performed well. We came second again actually. But this year it was a bit more difficult because you had a much younger team. But what this shows is that later on all of these persons are year one, so that builds a better team for next year. Nice. So I believe that's where the passion of debating really grew.
That's nice. And Des is just joining us. Des, let me tell you, I'm understanding that warning way. I am really understanding that warning. But it's great. It's great conversation. It's great discussion. And we're getting to know a little bit about Rahym. So that's your public speaking. In addition to that, you're a cricketer.
Yeah.
Tell me about your sportsmanship and your partially.
Well, I am, but I mean,
you put that world aside.
Not really aside, but it's taking a bit of a turn here. Okay. But it's fun. I mean, I represent, so I'm actually the captain of the Sir Arthur Lewis Under 19 team. I've captained SMC before. I take part in first division national cricket as well. So I mean, it's there. But if you mention Rahym, I don't think the first thing you mentioned would be cricket. So
I see. So we're taking a quick break, but since I have such great young people in my midst, and I feel like our debate is spearing. So we're going to find a discussion topic, and we're going to come back and talk about it.
Let me tell you that discussion have to be lit, you know.
I think so. I think so. We're going to make that one happen. Keep it locked on to the Wave 94.5 and the 93.7 FM. Welcome back to Youth Canvas on the Wave 94.5 and 93.7 FM. With us here, we have Alens as well as Des from the National Students Council.
Yes, we're in the building.
Our guest today is Rahym Joseph. See, I got that. I doesn't make the mistake twice. You see, you get that? You get that?
Hope I didn't hear what her
That's what did you
Des
say?
said?
I said Rahym talkative Joseph.
Right, talkative. Des gonna be like that. So I actually, since I'm ousting everybody today, because I did oust you and what you said.
Oust you?
Just tell everybody what you just said. Throw you another bus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm lost in it, tell you.
I said to Rahym, so Des says she's coming. Rahym says, what? Des coming? Oh my gosh, Des speaks so much. I'm like, oh boy.
She does.
So,
Wow, it's a good thing.
The two of you.
That's not my forte, so I not in that.
Right, Alens, right, Alens, right.
I can't wait for the fun fact segment to hear what Rahym and Desray has to say today.
That should be
Let's
very
see.
interesting. But here's the topic. The topic for discussion for this segment, right? We know that recently the teachers came down with a mysterious illness after having a meeting with their union. After meeting their union, I know that you being students, it may or may not have taken a toll on you. So my question is when and especially when it comes to the teachers, when industrial action is taken by specifically the teachers union, do you think that students should be factored in?
I think first of all, these two are tertiary level education students, and I'm speaking from the secondary school students perspective. Being the vice president on my students council, will not say over the past week has been a rough one for me, because my students are coming and they are telling me that the teachers are taking industrial action, well, the mysterious illness, as we should say, quote unquote, and that SBAs, the deadlines are due and whatnot. At the same time, I agree with my students. I won't say fully, I'm not attempted or going to write CXC anytime soon, but mostly all what my Form 5s and former Form 5s have told me is that basically for CXC, and Miss Sasha Polius, our vice president, basically you live on your textbooks for CXC. So it's not a matter of the teachers. That's why they give the students that big break before May, June to write their CXCs.
So you're saying that can be done without the teachers present?
Yes, without. But the lower school Form 3 basically to Form 2 and Form 1 is being affected because it's second term, it's continuous assessment, and you have inter-secondary school sports coming up. You have 2 more teaching weeks again. I mean, yes, it will affect them, but from the teacher's perspective, for 6 years, teachers are expecting a salary raise. 6 years. They have been meeting from the time of the St.Lucia Labour Party GNT, government negotiating team, with the United Workers Party GNT. So the end of the trinium will be ending in March 31st. So the teachers get insulted by students. I've seen it for myself. Teachers come from one class in the morning. A child gives them attitude. They have a next period to go to again, and then they go to a different class, and they have, since that child has given them attitude, something goes on with them that's wrong, and then they have to go to another class where a child is threatening to raise their hand on he or she, then have to go to maybe another class after that and experience the same thing. Teachers go through a lot.
So are you saying yes or no? Or should students be factored in when industrial action is being considered?
I don't even know what the word factored means.
Should they be factored? Should they be taken into consideration?
I mean, they should. They should. I mean, we live in a technological world now. I mean, the teachers have access, but the teachers are sick. The teachers are sick, so they can't get access to the students. They are sick. They on their sick bed.
Okay,
So,
who would
yeah.
like to take this up?
Me.
Yeah.
Because I'll be short and sweet.
All right, then.
Wow,
Let's
Let's just see how that will work out.
me, because I'll be short and sweet.
Yes, from my experience this week, which was quite a rough one, I would say, because at Safa is different as compared to secondary schools. It's either your lecturers come to class or they don't. None of them fully took part in the sick out. So not all the teachers were confirmed to take part in the sick out. So let's say I would come to school on Monday. I would not know if my teachers are coming to class or not.
Okay.
So for 3 days this week, I only spent like roughly 1 hour at school because my teachers did not let us know previously that they wouldn't be at class. So things like that affect students, let's say from Viewfort. I found out that a girl pays $22 every day just to make her way to school. And $22 times 5, that's too much money for a girl to be spending for teachers to just not send a WhatsApp message saying I won't be at class.
Okay.
So I feel like the students should be factored in such a way that at least let us know what's going on. Let us know why y'all are doing this, so at least we could have your backs or something like that.
So you're saying don't say okay, we're not taking strike action because of our students, but inform the students of how this is going to go and how it's going to affect them.
At least inform the students of the process that's being taken, because let's say I have CAPE to write and I need to know how much preparation that I need to put in without or with the teachers.
Understood.
I have just before Rahym, I have to say, remember Desray, it's a sick out. Well, sick. A teacher will not inform
Somebody
the night before that he or she is going to be sick, because I don't know, I may go to sleep, I may go to bed
I
sick,
may be feeling the symptoms, so I
but
could say that it's possible that
overnight my body might, if I take any medication, then the next day I'm feeling better. Mostly I could tell you the only time that a teacher would call in sick is the morning. So I mean
but not even that.
But yeah, not even that.
Not even that.
I didn't even call sick in the morning, so
well, that's true.
How about you, Rahym? What's your perspective on this one?
From the teachers and the union position, actually, I believe that the aim of not saying that they're sick before is the effective ploy. Because the fact remains is that if you say that you are not, if you don't say anything, students come to school as normal.
Yeah.
And then the effect of that is that they have no teachers.
Right.
Yep.
So that essentially strong arms the government, because you have a lot of students being idle all throughout the day. You have continuous days of idle behavior and literally a school without teachers. So that essentially brings the government to the table. But at the same time, I will unapologetically say that we all know that they were not sick, to be frank and in all candor here. But at the same time, we're saying, as I'm agreeing with Alens here, that students and the time of industrial action is essential. Because let's face it, students are at the center of education. You cannot get a raise increase if you teaching no students, essentially. And I'm not saying that the teachers are not teaching anybody, because I believe that the records in St.Lucia have shown the amount of passes, etc. in CXC, and even more so for holistic development. We have seen that our teachers are doing a phenomenal job. And if they believe in themselves that they deserve an increase, I don't think anybody should say otherwise. But it's important to understand that teachers' contributions are unquantifiable. You cannot put an amount, you can't put money on teachers. And I can tell you, my mother is a teacher. So the night after night after night, parents calling you at what odd strange hours, telling you that does my child have to dress up tomorrow, etc. Teachers go for a lot. But I'm not saying that they don't deserve an increase, but I'm saying that the positioning of these negotiations must be done in a manner whereby the worst cannot happen to students. And it is incumbent on the government to ensure that it does not affect students. Because we hear many times that our youth are this, our youth are that. But you know why our youth are like that? Is because they are idle. And that continuous industrial action contributes to that idle behavior.
Now, with you saying time also and the teachers seeking out, and you said that the teachers did seek out and thing, don't you think that the teachers who are disappointed in their salaries and they wanted the negotiations and stuff, do you think that they wanted to have the sick out that they know in a time that it really will affect to send a strong message to the government?
I mean, that's a question you have to ask the teachers. But I believe that the best time for it is now. In their that is the best time.
Yeah,
If you want to
because that's when they want to send a message to GNT, government negotiating team.
Even if common entrance is coming, we can still seek out.
But the question arises here as to what really is the rationale for it, because I mean, from the president, Mr. Monroe, he said something in an interview about they have not met with them for a number of years, and therefore the teachers have had enough, etc., etc. And obviously you have the court of public opinion, who says that the government seems to spend money in all of the facets but increasing the wages of teachers. So I mean, it's important to look at all of these things in context, and also to just really ask what is the rationale. And I mean, no better time than now. But again, students must be factored in, because even on issues like corporal punishment, we believe that students should be part of education and development policies. And even more so, we see that teachers are even being left out of education policies as well. Teachers are at the center, students are at the center, and it must be a bottom-up approach as opposed to a top-down. The persons at the top cannot set the policies because they are not on the ground. So therefore, that's how it's supposed to be.
Nice. Now, I like how this discussion is going, and I think, every Saturday that we come and I speak to you, I think I develop new ideas for the show. I think that it would be great to have an entire hour and actually have maybe a discussion Saturday where we can really delve into these topics. But
that would be nice.
We are heading into the fun facts segment. Rahym, for you, it's 5 questions that you absolutely must answer.
Oh,
okay. So they're not too bad. Like, they're fun questions.
They make you think.
Yeah, so keep it locked on here. I think that's a topic that we definitely need to put a pin in for further discussion. Keep it locked on to the wave at 94.5 and 93.7 FM. It's Youth Canvas. .5 and 93.7 FM. The way we've got into, the lighter side of today's show, where I get to ask 5 fun facts that you absolutely must answer. You guys ready for that one?
Yes, we are.
Okay. By the way, if you're just tuning in, our guest today was Rahym Joseph, outstanding young man, national debater, public speaker, and I think from today I've understood his passion for public speaking. Also a youth leader, because I don't know that if we mentioned it, but you're also the president of is it DAGS?
Yeah.
The DAGS Students Council. So Rahym has a lot under his belt. In addition to that, you're athletic as well. So well-rounded?
Yeah.
What are you not good at? That is the first question. That is the first question. What are you not good at?
That's the question?
Yes, across the board. Across the board, that is the first question in the first
I'm not good at singing.
You're not good at singing?
But I sing all the time.
Let me tell you, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. Alens, what are you not good at? Take the time to think about it.
What am I not good at?
Yes.
I think you will agree with me 100% on that. Say no to food. I'm not good at saying no to food. I think anytime somebody offers me food, unless it's a stranger or something, I would say no. But once I'm closer, I will say yes. I will. I mean, I will say yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not good at drawing or painting or anything for that matter.
You're not creative. Like handsy creative.
I actually am good at these things,
Yeah.
Secret talent.
My girl, you good?
All right. So you're not good at drawing or painting and
no.
Have you tried?
I have, but I have failed miserably. So I have.
Okay, so we just decide that's not one for us.
That's not for me.
Is it something that you've always wanted to do, though?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think it's too much work.
well, there we go. If all jobs had the same pay and hours, what job would you like to have? If all jobs had the same pay and hours, what job would you like to have?
I'll go first. Well, I don't care if anybody.
Oh gosh.
I don't care whatever, the same pay and whatnot. I have my passion for law. I have my passion for politics. I'm going to stay in my job.
Yeah, politics, that's what it would be.
Yeah, man.
But Paul's staying in his job, the job that he has already.
Yeah,
you politics and you law.
I'm staying in it.
Wow. Let me see. That's an interesting one.
Yes. So if all jobs had the same hours and same pay, what job would you do?
I think I would still opt to be a lawyer
Yeah. Nice.
I told you.
and future politician as well.
As well. Yeah, so
I
that's
would.
I know that.
so you're not even doing it for the money or
I'm
the
not even- no,
the
no.
opportunity for football.
If I was, I don't think I would. I don't think I would go into that field because it doesn't really pay a lot.
Lot,
you know?
that is true.
Actually, remember, there's like a level of degrees. There is the associate's degree. There's the bachelor's.
Yes.
There's the
Yes,
master's.
Wow,
There's
Alens.
the doctors of philosophy.
Yes.
There's bubble at the top.
I was not expecting that one. I was like, oh my god, Alan's just
I was just finding out.
yeah, and I did not expect that one.
Oh my god.
For me, I would be. Well, I've always seen myself running a business, so I'd love to be the CEO of whatever company.
All right, of
Magic
your own company.
Enterprise.
Of what enterprise?
That's just a
No, but I want to hate.
magic enterprise.
Oh, God.
It's an inside joke.
Oh gosh. I don't even want to know. All right.
Don't say that.
If there's one thing that you would rate 10 out of 10, what would it be? What would you rate 10 out of 10?
Domino's Pizza.
Food.
Domino's Pizza.
Rahym has already answered for me, so Desray.
That you would rate Domino's Pizza 10
10
out
out
of
of
10?
10. Yeah, man. And I begin up Domino's Rodney Bay now because you know every time I come up here, they always have me on check. So let me tell you.
This is not a paid advertisement.
I would rate Kiss the Band.
Yeah, no,
At 10
sorry,
out
so
of 10.
20 out of 10.
Yeah.
Kiss the band. Kiss the band. Kiss the band is the band.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
I don't care what you say, Marshall is still.
No.
Yeah, we on there too. We like Marshall's
Yeah,
music.
But I believe Kiss is just a bit higher.
All right. Okay. What do you hope never changes? What do you hope never changes?
The friends that I have here.
Aww.
I felt that on a spiritual
That was
level.
sweet. That was sweet. What was that?
Talk about him.
Something I hope that would never change.
Yes.
My mother's love towards me. Yeah, because I love my love towards her. Because I love her and she loves me a lot, and we fight together. So that's one thing I never want to change.
That's sweet. Des?
I hope my drive to succeed never changes, because if my drive changes, then
Then life has no meaning.
yeah.
No, you're just so inspiring up in there. All right. What are you looking forward to in the coming months? What are you looking forward to in the coming months?
The carnival fits.
Yes, boo, I'm here with you. I am right there with you. Ryan is like, what did you just say?
For Desray Desir, keep.
As the president,
I'm not
Madam
looking forward
Press.
to.
Why would you be looking for it?
Day
You want
after.
cake to be done with, right?
Yeah. But let me see. I think I share the same sentiment with Desray.
The carnival fest?
Yeah, but just being able to prepare for exams adequately.
Okay. You're looking forward to
Like
that?
I always said, I don't care. It may be very
You
far.
always have to
Disclaimer.
you have to preempt it.
I am just something like my birthday. This year, I'm a shell dunk for my birthday. Let me tell you, I'm up in it.
You turning 10?
What is your That's not nice, right?
And that's not even a joke, right?
That's
Not
not-
dry.
No, it was kind of funny for some people going there.
But it's on, and you know it's around the June Creole season, so I get
When is your birthday?
28th October.
You a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Ah, look at you.
So since it's the original date, but it falls around there too. And solo is my favorite type of Lucian music. So when they hit that turbo
Hey,
and then
I thought you a soca baby.
but it falling under soca too. That's then it's like when the solo come there,
indigenous
of course, and that turbo come down and the people shake that and you start. Let me tell you, the solo bad, you know.
All right, nice. So 28th October. Can I just go across? What about you? When's your birthday? This?
My birthday is July 14th, which is actually the day before Carnival and in between all the Carnival fits.
Nice.
So I'm quite excited
So
for
let me tell you, you have all the right to fit and be lit.
Yeah.
There we
Big
go.
Sunday.
Well, with the permission from my mother,
Yes,
of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
How about you, Rahym?
January 15th.
So your birthday just passed.
Martin
Yes, it
Luther
did.
King Day actually. He looks like you, eh?
Look at you.
Is that a compliment?
No, he's been complimenting. Let me tell you, it took him a little while, but from when he started, he could not stop. That's how we started the show. Okay, so last question. That's the last question, right? Mm-hmm. What's the best way a person can spend their time? In your opinion, what is the best way that a person can spend their time?
With family and friends. I realized
Alens, I have to stop you. Every week you have like the sweetest answers. Is that really you?
No, honestly, no.
Defend yourself.
I
just need to ask.
I was
because
at my church youth meeting once. We were having a survey on how our love language is and where do we share the most love. And for me, my highest came in quality time. I think especially when I meet up with Rahym, when I meet up with Toby, when I meet up with Desray and the NSC and anybody, and we just in that thing, we always laugh. And during the laughing we get to know each other and thing and whatnot. Just having quality time. That's why, and family and friends.
You are a very sweet young man. You know that
at times.
We have to give you that. We have to give you that. What about you, Des? What do you think the best way is that someone can spend their time?
Well, honestly, for me, I love spending my time in bed watching Netflix. So I feel like anyone who needs to relax can do the same.
I like that. Right?
Friends. Oh yeah, debating.
That's the best way somebody can spend their time debating.
Well, actually, effecting some type of social change. So actually, contributing meaningfully is the best way because you really find yourself in the service of others. So that is the best way.
Oh, that's nice. I say I have so much fun with you every time Saturday comes around and it's time for Youth Canvas. I know that my job becomes way easier because you're always just so awesome. So thank you so much for making my Saturday, Rahym. Thank you for joining us. And I know for a fact that it's not going to be the last time.
It's not.
When we set up debate Saturdays,
it's true.
Rahym
we should
is
have
a staple.
Debate Saturdays.
Yes, Rahym is a staple. No, it's not going to burn down. We chill. We chill up in it. We chill up in it. We'll turn up the AC. Yes.
Yeah,
thank you guys so much. Final thoughts, final words. Anybody that you'd like to shout out and give love?
First, I'd like to shout out the newly elected executive on the Grosley North Youth and Sports Council.
Nice.
Their president, Miss Rejan Montut, who's also the General Secretary of the National Youth Council. Also, I'd like to big up part of the executive, Mr. Quint Augustine, who I met at Caribbean Youth Conference last year, who's the General Secretary. Miss Francine Mason, student of the Division of Arts, Science, etc. at the South Louis Community College, who's the Public Relations Officer, and Miss Zoya Jamari, a family friend for whom I know for a long time, is the second vice president. So I'd like to wish them the best in their tenure, and that the best also will come out for the youth of Grosley North. Yeah.
Nice.
And my mommy too. Mommy, I know you're always in.
Hi, mommy.
Yeah.
How about you, Des?
I would like to send out some love to my grandmother, who's probably at home listening with my mother.
Yes, mommy.
She just came home last night to spend some time with us, thankfully. So I'm just sending out some love to my family today.
Nice. Rahym.
Thank you. Actually, I want to say thank you to my debate team actually for the amount of work that they've put in throughout this time. I know it's really hard, and now they're probably relaxing and not say anything about debate, but I'm gonna call them out by name because every single one of them will create a better St. Lucia.
It's true.
And so Nisa Pierre, Shoma Constable, Travis Lee, Dennis George, Sky Glasgow, Brianna Montreux, and Toby Charles specifically. All of these persons together, the team as well, Mrs. Natalie Jody Fannis, Miss Lorima Jacobs, Dr. Kafi Depredin, and every other person who have helped this debate team throughout this year, because the performance that these guys gave in Grenada is, I mean, it was just wow.
It was remarkable.
And I believe that going forward, that this is really a team to reckon with. And if these are the students who are at the forefront of our nation, then we are definitely in good hands. So that, and also my students council.
Very nice. Thanks again, guys, for joining me this week. It was fun. So until next time,
Yeah.
Adios, St.Lucia.
This is when youth campus on the way.
The home of modern music.
Get your praise from someone else.
I make no promises.
One kiss is all it takes. If a girl touch me, me nah say me nah
What
be
you
that.
tell when you are buying you be more careful, do you can find
Stay connected all day, every day. WhatsApp us anytime. 727-4474. The Wave 94.5 and 93.7 FM.